Before you begin driving the vehicle, you want to make sure that all of the brake components you visually inspected during the pre-trip inspection are working properly. There's a quick routine you can use to determine if the air brake system is working correctly. This is called the 4-point brake check. And depending on the state where you live, this routine can also be known as the 5-point brake check or the 7-point brake check. No matter what it's called, the basic functions are the same. And in most states, you'll need to perform this brake check during the CDL skills test in order to obtain your CDL. Consult your state CDL manual for the brake check procedures required. As you can tell by the name, the 4-point brake check is broken down into 4 steps. I'll walk you through how to perform this brake check step by step right now. To begin the brake check, make sure the engine is running. Pump the brakes until the primary air pressure gauge is at or below 90 psi. For step 1, with the engine still running, watch the primary air pressure gauge and allow the air pressure to build. The air compressor governor should cut out or limit the air pressure to a gauge reading between 100 and 140 psi. If the air compressor governor does not cut out, the air compressor would continue to build air pressure and rupture or blow out an air tank or line. In step 2, you'll turn the engine off and then turn the key back to the on position without starting the engine. With the key in the on position, the gauges on the dash will work. Over here, you'll see a red valve and a yellow valve next to it. The red valve controls the trailer air supply, while the yellow valve applies the parking brake system. Now, release the parking brakes by pushing in both the red and yellow valves, and at the same time, push in on the foot brake pedal and hold. Watch the air gauge to see how quickly the air pressure drops. It should drop no more than 3 psi in 1 minute for a single vehicle, or no more than 4 psi for a combination vehicle. A loss of air pressure outside that range would indicate your vehicle has an air leak in the system. For step 3, begin pumping the foot brake, which will lower the air pressure. This is called fanning off the air pressure. Continue to fan off the air pressure. When the air pressure gauge reading drops to approximately 60 psi, you'll either hear a low air pressure warning alarm, see a low air warning light activate on the dash, or both. The air pressure warning alarm alerts you that the vehicle system has a major leak and is losing air. And finally, in step 4, you'll continue to pump the foot brake to fan off air pressure to a range between 20 and 45 psi. When the air pressure drops between that range, watch for both the red and yellow valves to pop out. When those 2 valves pop out, the spring brakes on the vehicle have been activated. And that's the 4-point brake check. To review, in step 1, we verified whether the air governor was working and cut out the air pressure between 100 and 140 psi. During step 2, we checked the system for air leaks by monitoring the loss of air pressure. Remember, a single vehicle can lose no more than 3 psi in 1 minute, and a combination vehicle, such as a tractor-trailer, can lose no more than 4 psi in 1 minute. Step 3 allowed us to check that the low air pressure warning alarm systems were working properly. Those warning alarms were activated when the air pressure dropped below 60 psi. By continuing to lose air pressure through fanning of the brakes, step 4 allowed us to see the red and yellow air valves on the vehicle's dash pop out. That means the spring brakes were activated and working.